Bye. We're back at you again. Told y'all we was coming back for part 7. We in the game. Let's get that thumbnail loaded back up, man. We got to finish these classes. We got a lot of. It's a long, probably gonna be like I say, gonna be about 10, maybe 12 series to this class, like a 12-hour tape, man. Probably gonna take you about a week or two to go through all this stuff if you're just not coming on. It's a lot to go over. Hey, we got my brother Pa Muspa Bayou live right now, man. We cracking heads, we twisted caps across the land. They wondering how is he doing it? Well, shout out to the master teacher, man. Free Baba Yanun. That's how we doing it. He put us in the game. We the reason why the master teacher is the reason why we in the game like this. You know what I'm saying? We're ahead of the game. Look at it going for but still gotta roll them ads. We're gonna get our thumbnail loaded up and we're gonna get back cracking. We're finna unleash the cracking. All right, what's this thumbnail we want to use? We want to use this thumbnail. YG. That's a fire one. All right, let me get that. Okay. Boom, we got it. All right, one more thing, and then we can go and get cracking again. We getting time to get back up in here, man. See, got a couple other people on live. I saw Dame Calloway on live. I'm about to have to go check that out on the next break, because we're probably gonna run another after this. Because we supposed to have 6 tapes out by the 3rd. Today is 3rd. We only got, I think, 3, 4 out right now, so we need at least 2 more. Because we got to hit you with 2 a day at least, 3 a day. So that's what's going on. Let me switch to this laptop. Right by if you're coming back into the building. We about to get, ain't nobody doing it like this. We taking them across the land. Across the land. We taking them across the land. Let's get back to it. If you're just not coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. We going in. We bringing it on down to we're taking it to the wire here. We already went over them yesterday. We was working on the Nigerians right now. We left off on Mansa Musa and Abraham. We'll start back right here. We burning our Tamaray incense provided to us by Sister Aminette at the All Eyes on Me Culture Center in North Carolina. Her and her husband, they running the All Eyes on Egypt Culture Center in North Carolina. You want to go check that out. Charlotte, I think it's Charlotte. But we copped some of the Tamaray incense. Them joints, it's got an ominous smell to them as they burn it in the background. So it's like it give me, it's like it's messing with my brain. It's making my brain access certain tunnels and shit when I'm talking. So the ancestors can talk to me. Them incense bring the ancestors in. All right, so what we left off, let me get the chat pulled up. We're about to crack heads and twist caps. We was the first one started saying galactic cap twisters and all that. Now everybody's saying it. You know what I'm saying? Well, we trendsetters. We trendsetters. We do it. Everybody else do what we do because that's how it is, man. So the ancestors made it. So we're gonna get you in here, man. We got 28 people. We're gonna give them a couple more minutes. Better go and get started here. Hey, shout out Andrew, man. What's going on, Andrew, man? Hey, you know what I'm saying? One split a day, keep the evil away, Andrew, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody in the building, man. You in the building with a real street nigga, the young girl in the building. I'm about to bring it to you straight raw and uncut. Don't do the super chat, right? We want to show your brother some love. We put the cash out and the PayPal in the links, brothers and sisters. Show us some love. Love, baby. All right. So we better get cracking, man. We got like 20, 32 people. That should be enough. All right. So keep in mind for all my Bible thumpers that Sham, Ham, and Jeffrey were triplets. We already pointed that out. And they were Nubians coming down from the Anunnaki side, which is why they got the bid. Keep in mind. Inky's people. That's why he spared Noah, Utnapishtim, people, because that was his people. He was saving them. All right, so they Anunnaki mixed with and then the Hindus mixed in because they married, like Ham had a Hindu wife, and so they mixed in and he created the Somalians, the Nubians, Somalians, Kush. Right? Right. You can see the features, they Nubians. They how dark they is. All right, so these Dinka, dark skinned, Sud, black people that's in Libya. Those are the people, the Dinkas, and it's another mix, not they migrated to that area. But that was, if you want to go with the Bible story, it'll be the foot people from a foot in Libya. And these, okay, another thing too about these people, these are the original people of the land, but they show you the Muhammad Gaddafi types. And the Muhammad Gaddafi types are Italians mixed with these people, mixed with foot. Italians mixed with foot to create the Muhammad Gaddafi types. He like a Libyan, but he really Italian mixed. Okay, this is Mizraim, the Afar people. Look at the big head of Mizraim. The ancient Egyptians. They call them these people. They are ancient Egyptians. They are the ones that's classified most of the biggest tribe that was over there during a certain time, and they became known as overall the ancient Egyptians. But like I say, you could classify the Dogons, the Twaman, the Watusi, and some of the mixes of the Hindu coming in as ancient Egyptians. All right, so then you got out of these Africans, out of Ham, one of the sons was born as an albino, and his name was Canaan, according to the book, right? And he was born out of the Africans as an albino. Now look at this, look at these Africans, and this right here chick is an African too, but she born as an albino. Born out of them same people, all of the bloodlines I showed you. Some particular, one of the particular bloodlines birth the albino. This right here dude is an African, but he all white, blonde hair, just like Canaan, just like it's saying Leviticus chapter 13, verse 30, when it goes in about the yellow thin hair. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. Right. So, but these are the clean leopards. The ones that's dirty leopards or unclean leopards are the ones that get skin burns if they get into the sun too long and they get these red spots, leprosy, red leopard spots, rose, red. They get these spots on them, right? But these albinos were born out of these Africans, out of these beings over here, right? These Canaan. Canaan is a brother of the other species I just showed you, but he born out of these Nubians. Canaan is really a Nubian. Canaan was really a Nubian, right? But he had a defective genetics that caused his melanin not to be distributed through his body, and he came out with yellow hair and white skin. And that's what they talk about in the Bible when they talk about, like I say, the little thin hair or turning white, snow. Just look up the word white as snow in the Bible. And they got a lot of places, especially in Leviticus, I think, no, that's Exodus Exodus chapter 4, verse 6, I want to say, where Moses stuck his hand in his bosom and pulled it out and he turned white. What color was it before then? He was an African. He was an African before he stuck his hand in his bosom and then he pulled it out and then he was a damn albino African. He still was African though. See, because albinos come from, they Africans. So he still was African when he pulled it out. He was African when he put it in. He was African when he pulled it out. But just when he pulled it out, he turned into this albino color. Moses, Exodus chapter 4, I think it's 4, verse 6. I used to be sharp on the Bible, so don't quote me on that, but I think it's Exodus chapter 4, verse 6. Let me hit my T on that. All right, so you see these albinos come out of the Africans. Hey, shout out Sunrise in the building, the God Sunrise. And be watching you on the live, Sunrise, you be going hard. We got you do them joints every day, man. We're going to watch them every day when you drop them, as soon as you drop them. And we sharing all your shit on our page. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brother Sunrise, man. Go take the God out on Facebook. And he about to get his Instagram back soon. Hopefully. All right, so it's different types of these Nubian Canaanites, but all of them not Nubians. All right, so the hair texture is how you figured it out, right? So because Canaan had more of a woolly texture hair like this dude up here. See, he's a Canaanite. See down here, he a Canaanite. She a Canaanite. This is an albino that's drafted out of the agents. This right here, he a Frugaloid. Now, these are albinos drafted out of the Hindus. We're going to get into that because there's different types of albinos. The Frugaloids are albinos as well, really. They really just albinos drafted out of the black Hindus by Yaku. We'll get into that too. But they had textures, a straight hair texture. But then these albinos over here, well, these right here in this area right here, right? These here, they are albinos Nubians, like coming out of the Nubians. So they really Nubians. So a lot of these white folks, when you look at their texture of their hair, if you see they got this texture right here, then they really niggas. They you a nigga, man. You Eminem niggas, you know, it's a couple of them out there. Blake Griffins. All you niggas who think you white, you niggas ain't white, you niggas is niggas. Most of all you niggas niggas. Right here, look, right? But this right here is the Frugaloid type. This right here is the Ethiopian girl, but she's got her hair straightened out. But this right here is a Chinese, or what you call it. Remember, I told you the Chans people in the Hindu mix, and then the albino drafted out of them. The Hindu, so she's the same as a Frugaloid, but she more of a the Sans man mix Frugaloid. And he more of the original Frugaloid that was drafted out of Yaku with the blue eyes and blonde hair. They the regular. These people are technically classified as the real Caucasians right here, and these are the Canaanites. So Caucasians and Canaanites are really two different people, but they did mix in together because one of Canaan's wives was a Frugaloid. About to point that out. All right, so this is one of the sons. Remember for the Bible, this was my Bible guys. So all you my Sabian brothers and my Nuwapian brothers that's ahead of the game, all my other brothers that's ahead of the game, just roll with us. We just bringing it, tying it all in together for them, so we don't miss nobody, so they catch up to the game. All right, so if you read the Bible, it talks about Amorites, the Amorites. These are Canaanites that live in Jordan. That's what they look like right here. This one son, this is one of the sons of Canaan. Canaan had 11 sons and one daughter. If I'm not mistaken, it was 11 sons and one daughter, I think. It might have been two daughters. So I think it was 13, but for sure I know it was like 11 sons and one daughter. But these different tribes stayed in Israel because they took over that land once they migrated from the land of, because they really were Nubians out of Canaan, which was one of the sons of Ham, which occupied that land. So they really was that land from Caucasus Mountain, right? This Turkey, all this, we're gonna get into all those people, but they really people of that land because they really Nubians. They really Nubians, this albinos, these Amorites from Canaan, from Ham, the same. They really Africans. If you want to put it down, they Africans as well. Some nigga might say, "Ah, nigga, that nigga tripping. That nigga, the white folks ain't Africans." Oh, they start calling them white folks. The Moors know. We Moors know that's a status that's That's the type of terms that's used over here in America. But I'm saying that these people really come from the same people as those other Africans. They really just albinos and frugaloids mixed in because his mother was a frugaloid. Right? This is one of Canaan's wives right here. I noticed she had black hair. Some of these tribes mixed in with the frugaloids as well, these dark-skinned tribes, and created these mulatto people. She was like a mulatto. The mulatto, light-skinned people that had the straight hair, right? All right, it's another one. And then when another thing about Canaan, according to the books, if you read them, Canaan means lowlander. So they got kicked. These people, this family got kicked. They got pretty much exiled because they were outcasts, because they were light, pale-skinned albinos. They got outcasted and they moved to the land called Georgia, the Georgians. So the Canaanites really are the Georgians. And then that's right there on the foothill of the lowland of the mountain called Caucasus Mountains, right? This is how they got tied in with the frugaloids, Caucasus Mountain. And when Canaan went to go live in Georgia, which is at the foothill of Caucasus Mountain, of the lowlands, he made these frugaloids start coming to the surface and made a deal with Canaan because he was white like them. And he gave the leader gave him his daughter. This is the leader of the frugaloids' daughter right here that married Canaan. That was one of Canaan's wives. This is so those frugaloids mixed in with the Canaanites as well. Like I said, Bible put it in the Holy Tablets. The side of the Holy Tablets on page 969. And keep in mind, if you want to read the Holy Tablets, we got the Holy Tablet links in the description. Shout out Brother Love for sending us that link to the Holy Tablets that we got in the descriptions. It's probably ain't in the descriptions now, but it's just definitely gonna be after the video go out, because when I try to load it up, sometimes it don't go through after I get off. So it'll be on there after you the lepers in the Bible explain lepers is not souls. No. What it is like, since in some cases it's not souls. What it is like a skin defect, right? It's not talking about it's another type of red spots called freckles. We're gonna get into that too. That come from another people, because it's 3 different types of Caucasoids. They classify these people as one of the Caucasoids, the frugaloids. And then another Caucasoid, they classify these Canaanites. And then another Caucasoid is the Aldebarans. And then you got Mongolians, the Mongolian species. One of the original Mongolian species, we already broke that down. They Hindus and Sans people mixed. That's the first Mongolian species. Another species come out of Down syndrome from the cone heads mixing in with the 47 chromosome. Then that's one species. It's 3 different species of mongoloids. The original species come from the Sans people. One species coming from them people mixing in the cone heads mixing in, and then another species come from crossbreeding too close with the story. They said the story of Lot, when Lot married his 2 daughters, and then he had children, and these children came out like retarded, like Down syndrome. So niggas claim, they say they Moabites. So I don't like the word Moabite because the Moabites came through incest, according to the book, man. But Lot married his own daughters and birthed children. Go check it out. But I don't want to get into no argument about the Bible. That's reducing me back down to primitive state about this leopard, that leopard, this, and the body. The Bible said that they had yellow thin hair. I just read it. All right, you better not waste them, boy. Like, come on. And you gonna close my door after. Here you go. If I come and see them on my floor, you know what's gonna happen, right? All right, close the door. Hey, Rob, Bob, if you come in the building, hit that light. We got 73 people in here. All right, so the frugal lords. Remember them. That's the Yaku drafted beings. We about to get into them. The Archites. Get a look at them. This is sons of Canaan. These are people in Jerusalem saying they Jews. It's one of the groups. It's 12 different groups. But this, I mean, what, 11 groups. It's really 12. It's really 2 other groups that lay claim because of the daughter, because of Canaan's daughter. About to get into them too. The Tugama and they're the Turks. They lay claim to being Jewish too. But you see the small hat. Keep in mind the small hat, the plaits. This son. And remember the name right there. We just showed you she frugalord right here. All right, so the frugalord is mixed in with this mix. All right, look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at this hair. These are the people in saying they Jews, different tribes over there. So you see all these different types of Jews, they really Canaanites. All these so-called Jews, because you people really the real Jews, the real cream of the crop that was put together. All right, so you see, look at the connection, the facial, look at the chin. This is it. These are the people right here. The Canaanites, the sons of Canaan. All right. The Hittites. Look at them. Look at the girl right here in the front. Look at that. Look at the eye texture. These are the same people. Turks. The Hittites. These are one of the tribes of Canaan. According to that book, right? Okay, look at this. Keep in mind that he got the beard. Right? These are people over, these people over in Jerusalem saying they Jews, just they look like this. See, it's different species of them. They all Canaanites. Go read your Bible, man. And where it says that these Canaanites be held still in Jerusalem. And specifically, they pointed out 2 tribes that we're going to show you. One is the Jebusites, one of the sons of Canaan. All right, it's one of Canaan's sons came out dark skinned. Look at the Willow's Peak right there. Right, these you can tell these beings got they dark skinned, but you could tell they mixed with some. But this is his sons. One of the sons of Canaan. This was the son that came out dark skinned. Right, look at them. Keep in mind. These people up in Jerusalem right now. These people live in Jerusalem. This is what that dude that played in the Pirate of the Caribbean. He's from this bloodline. He's Canaanite. The dude Jack Sparrow. He's not the real Jack. The real Jack Sparrow looked like this, but he's darker, just like this dude. The real Jack Sparrow. But they got Jack Sparrow playing in the Pirate of the Caribbean, and he looked just like he's from this particular bloodline, the Canaanites. The dude that they got playing him. His name ain't Jack. His name Jack Sparrow in the movie, but I don't know. I can't think of his real name. Maybe somebody can jump it in the chat. All right, but you remember Sodom? Sodom supposedly the Anunnakis dropped a nuclear bomb on their ass, right? Wiped them out. You know what I'm saying? But they was all, they was getting booty and doing other things up in that area, and the Anunnakis didn't like it, and they wiped them out. Supposedly. All right. The Zamarites. Look at the eyes. Look at him. He in Jerusalem right now. He said that they said this right here. He a Jewish boy in Jerusalem. So because all these 12 tribes still over there claiming to be you, right? But they are you. They are you because they Nubians. They albinos. Over time, this is what you get. All right, he is another Jewish boy. He over in they're another tribe in Canaan, in the land of Israel, or the land of Palestine, or the land before that it was called the Afar land, or the ancient Kemet. It's called Yemen. They saying that they us. They over there. This son here, the Hephites. See the resemblance? Look at the facial features. The ancestors put this together for you, man. I didn't put this together. I'm just going through it for you. So you can see what the deal is with the phenotype. Look at the hair, the curly hair. Because he don't got the straight hair. Keep in mind, he albino. He don't got this all the way straight hair. He got like a curly type hair. So that tell you that he got the Nubian in him, right? Because they were albinos. Keep in mind. See the curly hair, and he over in Jerusalem saying that he a Jewish. He Jewish, but they Canaanites. All right, this is a son that's over there saying that this is a son that you're dealing with in Jerusalem. Jebusite. Go read Joshua, I think it's 10:17. Where it says that these Jebusites are beat to the Jerusalem, holding it down and trampling until this very day. And they saying they Jews and they saying that you Gentiles. And they not really Gentiles. They not Gentiles. And all of you not Gentiles. The Gentiles come from the sons of Japhet, according to Genesis chapter 10. Matter of fact, let's pull that up. For my people that's taught, let's go ahead and crush that. Because this is really old shit, though. All my Sabians and Nuwapians and my students of Malachi or bear with us, man. Let's see what we're going to pull up. Genesis chapter 10. We want to talk about the Gentiles. Let's get it, man. We still got the Bible down to we still do pull out the Quran, whatever, man. We sons of Malachi. We the Rabbi boys in the building. We can pull out the Bible and chop your head. You know what I'm saying? All right, but we want to focus on this thing. See, when we're gonna go over these two sons right here, because these two sons right here is connected with Canaan 2 through the daughter. And Javan, the Black Irish, they connected because Javan, one of the sons he married, we're gonna show that he married Canaan daughter. But they go down to right here. It says when they explains the sons of Japhet, they go into Gomer, Javan, and then they say, by these were the isles of the Gentiles divided into their land. Everyone after his tongue and after his family in the nations. So that means that the people of Japhet were Gentiles, not the sons of Ham and Shem. Only the sons of Japhet were Gentiles, according to Genesis chapter 10, verse 5. I don't know if y'all can see that. We can't blow it up no bigger than that. Let's see. They're as big as we could get it. But just go read Genesis chapter 10, verse 5. You'll see where it says that the sons of Japhet were the Gentiles, not sons of Ham and Shem. And so these people weren't Gentiles either, though, according to the scripture. But these people say that they're the Jews and everybody else is Goyim, right? It's heathens, savages, barbarians. Let me hit my T on that. All right, there's another one. Look at the features. We got them, man. You can't tell me that these ain't the people. Look at them. Look at that picture that Baba put. Look at these people. Baba was this dude was ahead of the game with what he was doing, man. With them pictures, he knew to look at the hair texture. They ain't got that the all the way straight hair like the 6 ether. He got more of a 7 or 8. These people, like a 7. So keep in mind the hair texture. We told you when we was going through the genetical tape that all this stuff gonna come back up. Look at the beard. Look at the beard. They can grow beards. Some species can't grow beard, but these Canaanites who up in Israel, these people up in Israel right now. That's when they was at a funeral in Israel, and these are they saying that they Israelis too. They one of the 12 tribes of it was more than this. I think it was 13 tribes because like I said, them 2 sons, Tagama and the Ashkenazis, the Germans, and the Turks. They came in too, so it'll make the 11 plus the 2 and make the 13. From really it'd be 14 because if you count the Black Irish, they really like Jewish too. If they want to count the Canaanites as a whole, saying they Jewish, right? Right. So, but look at the entire texture of his hair and look at that's the same niggas, man. And they said these people up in Jerusalem saying they Jew. So you saw all the different species that we calling out. All right, so this is something I'm talking about that made the Black Irish. The Black Irish, the niggas like who's a Black Irish? That fighter, he ain't no Black Irish. That dude that fought Mayweather, he ain't no Black Irish. He the other Aldebaran type Irish, or the mulatto type Irish. We're gonna talk about them too. But Javan was one of the sons of Japhet. And look at his hair texture. The Nubians, they were Nubians, and he married Irish, which was from that created the Irish race from this was Canaan's daughter, and that birthed the Java man, who is the Black Irish, right? These are the Black Irish people that say they Black Irish. They really Nubians who mix with Canaanites. And so that's why they say, oh, we got, they know they got Black history from the Moors, because those Nubians were Moors, these people were Moors. So they know they got history from the Moors, these Black, they say we Black Irish, that's what they call themselves. But they coming from Javan, who was a half, really a mulatto, pretty much. Look at his features, broad features. Look at the beard. The beard's coming from the Nubian side. So these people are Nubians, but they are mixed mulattoes. They really mulattoes. These mulattoes, light skinned mulattoes. They're not white. They Irish, Black Irish mulattoes. Let's get into it. So this dude was a Moor. Javan was a Moor because, like I said, Japhet now married, someone married into the Hindus, and that brought the people from Ur Chaldea. That's an Abraham's bloodline. It's coming from Ur Chaldea, where these Moors or these Hindus. Okay, let's keep on going. All right, so these are the Ashkenakans. They really at two Gamma. These are the two tribes I talk about. They got added into the fold of the 13 tribes. They made the 13 tribes of Israel. These we know they're not the real Israelites. I'm saying the Canaanites, really. And they occupy our land, which is the land of the Afar people, the real Israelites. We are the original Israelites. But these people coming in, they really are Canaanites, saying that they Israelites. And it's 13 different tribes. Those 11 I just showed you in these two tribes, Tugama and Ashkenazi, these beings right here. They saying that they Jewish too, from the mother's side of the daughter side of Canaan. They really Canaanites. And here's the other tribe. They come from that same, these are the Germans, the Aldebaran mix. You know, you can see the Fugaloid coming inside of him too. I have reason to believe that what's this dude name? Albert Einstein was a son of one of the Fugaloids. I believe he was a hybrid, and that's why he was so smart. His brain was working more than the average human. And a lot of these people are really extraterrestrial. They migrated from Andromeda's galaxy because they got exiled. Well, they didn't get exiled. They tried to run from their planet from the reptilians eating them. And so some of them migrated to Venus, and then some of them migrated to the Andromeda's galaxy until they could come back to Earth. And then some of them came through Earth, through the Stargate in the center of the Earth. And then this is like the underground race that's controlling the world that was, or the face of the puppets that was controlling the world for these dark-skinned Moors, right? This race right there. And here go the other ones. They got, look at this. This is another one that's controlled by the same people. And look, they got fezzes on. They said they Jewish. So all this gonna come back up. Tugama, the Canaanites. Look at the beard. Look at the fez. Look how he dressed. They Turks. Keep in mind about the Turkish flag. The Turkish flag is the flag that really Master Farad, Muhammad, and all the rest of them was using. They just turned the other way. Right? Let's look at the Turkey flag real quick while we got this out. So we cracking heads and twisted cap. This is part 7. We're gonna come back with maybe part 8 tonight, because it's gonna be like a 15, maybe 12 tape series. All right, let's get it. It's not the flag of jihad. Look at that, the Turkey flag. All right. So if we flip that joint the other way, you just got the flag of they use it for, some people use it for Islam. That Malcolm them was Elijah was using for Islam. But Elijah probably knew that this flag wasn't, this right here flag is part of the deal. This flag is part of the alchemy. It's an alchemical flag. Dealing with like a magical trick, illusions, and things. And it's dealing with an eclipse. You can see the moon right there coming across the like a sun, the moon, and a star, which is star and the moon, star and the sun is the same thing. So you can see that the sun eclipse, it's dealing with it's really dealing with astronomy. This flag. And when you see a wizard with this star and a crescent on his hat, that means that he's a star watcher. Let me show you. They call us wizards, but we really was just alchemists and scientists. Let me show you this right here, because all of it gonna tie in together. And you know that the Baphomet, the deal that Bell and them made with Elalu and the reptilians, they used that same star and crescent, right? We're gonna get into that too, but like when you see a wizard with this type of hat, right? So the wizards wear this type of hat, right? And that star and that moon and the eclipse thing is dealing with mathematical sequences of the stars, something with pretty much what the nomos taught the ancient Egyptians. It's really dealing with that, and it's dealing with Dina of Islam, which is really Elalu's daughter, and is connected with the human trafficking. The people who know this information, they know about the human trafficking too, and the dirty Moors. You know what I'm saying? So you see the wizards with these hats. They mean they pretty much meteorologists. You know what a meteorologist is? It's the people that be on your weather channel in the morning telling the news, and they be pointing out what's gonna rain, this and that. These are them niggas before the Spanish Inquisition. Before the Spanish Inquisition, we in our tribe had people who wore this symbol, and they were weatherman, pretty much, just to sum it up. And they told you whether it was gonna rain, and they still, in the Native American tribes, we still do it. And they told you, oh yeah, it's gonna rain, or it's gonna do this, or it's gonna do that. Plant the crops then, plant the crops now, because the moon is in this phase, or there's that. These people knew this shit, the niggas that was under, but when the Roman Spanish Inquisition came about, right, under the order of dirty Moors that came out of Nigeria, who were people from Oral Chaldea, the following 200. They started banning all this, calling it evil and all that, and then calling the people that did this shit wizards. And then the people that want to work, the people that did it and wanted to work for them, they call them meteorologists, and gave them a job and paid them a check. So they call a meteorologist that work for the church. He a good wizard to tell the weather. But a wizard that don't want to work for, be a meteorologist, and he out there telling the wizard he a witch doctor, he a witchcraft guy, he a sorcerer. He needs to be put to death at the stake. That's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Right? So keep in mind that we want to make that connection with that part, with the Islamic flag and these people. The Baphomet and all that's coming down. These people are part of that deal. These Canaanites. They're the face. Okay. All right, here goes some more Canaanites. Or albinos, I mean. All right, so these are not, if you look at these people, they what they call like, okay, after the fact. Okay, once those species came out, you have albinos that then was birthed out of them from the genetics coming down from Canaan and the Hindus, the frugaloids mixing in. So you get these type of albinos, right? Here's another type of albino, but look at the hair texture is what the giveaway. The eyebrows, the hair color. But look at the hair texture. She's an original Canaanite, original albino. Here's another one. Look at her hair texture. You probably got a homegirl that looks just like these people. Right, these people are Nubians. Yeah, the Walt Disney symbol is dealing with astronomy. The Mickey Mouse, all that. Yeah, we probably do a breakdown on that take, because we already did the Wizard of Oz. We did the We did the Wizard of Oz, the Flintstone one. I think we did the Three Little Pigs. We still got to do SpongeBob, SquarePants. There's a couple more breakdowns we got to do. We're gonna end up doing them probably for the month out. We're gonna try to hit you back to back, man. So keep in mind, like we said, these albinos or Canaanites come out of Africans, come out of Nubians, right? Through a genetical trait called albinoism, where they born with the less melanin, but they look at the hair texture, it's still nappy, just like the Africans. They really Africans. So you white people, you people that call yourself white, and you know, these Caucasians, they're saying they this and that, nigga, you a nigga. You ain't nothing but a nigga. Look, especially if you got curly hair or any kind of other hair other than straight, you a nigga. You got straight hair, we might say, oh, it might be a frigoloid. And then you still a nigga because you come from the dark-skinned Hindus. And we mix with them too. All right? So you ain't no way getting around being a nigga. All you niggas. White, black, green, whatever color you is. We already showed your origin. You Chinese, you still a nigga. You coming right from the sands, man. Right? So you can't get around being a nigga. So people don't like the word nigga. Everybody a nigga. And we don't mean that dead, mentally dead niggas. We talking about the Nagas, the reptilians, from the Hindu part, the Nagas, the Naga, the Nagas. Yeah, Nagas. That's what we mean. All right, these right here, twin sisters. Man, that's thinking of this. But look at the hair texture. How they come out like that. Her hair more curlier. She's an albino. All right, this dude right here, you might not know this dude, but he from South Memphis. This is my nigga white folks. Look, he got the Cobra, the shirt. This right here crazy. This a dude. He an albino. He in the hood. He got black kids. A dark skinned Nubian sister is his wife. All his kids is half they black or whatever, and all his homeboys, everything. He in the hood. He act more hood than the other niggas in the hood. And he a white dude from South Memphis named White Folks, the white folks, and it's a couple white folks. We got like 2 or 3 white folks, but all of them really albinos. We got the original white folks that was doing the pimping. Well, he ain't the original white folks. Yeah, both of the original white folks were doing the pimping. The old school white folks, and he like more of a Italian mulatto mix. Got the mold. He like Watusi and Italian. The first white folks, and the other white folks. He an albino on the same species as this dude, and then this dude is another white folks, but he really albinos, and he from South Memphis. Just go look him up. Type in white folks South Memphis. He rap and everything, but he really a nigga, man. He really a Nubian. That's an albino. I'm telling you, man. And these, like I said, some people, some Nubians, they might look white. He look white. What they call him white. And like I say, my Moors, bear with me. So he looked what they call him white, but he really a nigga. It's a whole bunch of them like that. And they in the hood. You know them. Some of y'all married to them. Married to a couple of them. But they albinos. If you look at them, they look white. But if you listen to them talk, say, damn, that nigga a black nigga. If you listen to him on the phone and you talk to him, and then you go meet up with him, like, damn, that nigga white, you think he listen to his voice, because the niggas that's on the inside come out of the Africans. I'm telling you, man, put it together, bro. But then meanwhile, Yaku came on the scene. He was from them Denakos and Conehead Mix, the Terus, who came from a planet called Jama, who was escaping because their planet was getting hit by some reptilians. And they came here, and the Riskians, these hybrid beings, the Nakos, the two mixing together produced Yaku. We already broke that down. And Yaku got the bright idea that that he found out there was 2 germs, the albino germ and the regular germ in the white, in the Africans, or in these beings, Shabazz beings. He found out it was 2 germs, a white one and a black one. So he said, I'm gonna separate the 2 germs, to make a long story short, to make his own people that go rule over the rest of the people that we just showed you in all the other series of tapes for 6,000 years. So he went to work, yaku, and created these people right here, these frugaloids. And the reason why you see them, at first they went in this state. They went to this state once we exiled them to the underground, because they couldn't come out in the sun. They would get the red spots. The ones who mix, the Canaanites who mix with these people are the ones who got the lepers. See the red burn spots on his body? That's what he was talking about when I think one of the brothers just was talking about that. The lepers ain't the same. So these beings that mix with the frugaloids are the one that was getting the red burns. And so Billy Woodricks, who came from the center of the earth as a kid, he's from this species, the Flintstones. And they had to put a movie about it called Escape from Witch Mountain, I think it's called. And him and his sister came to the surface. And he was they say he died, but they went back, he got picked up and went back to the center of the earth. Him and his sister, they from the center of the earth. These frugaloids, they live in the cave systems. His dad is from these people, the frugaloids. They got the blonde hair, blue eyes. They're the real Caucasians. You know. All right. So the blue eyes, blonde hair. Right. These are the red Arabs. These are the red Arabs. They mix with Nubians and Canaanites. That's why you got the beard, right? Red Arabs. This Nipsey Hussle come from this mix right here. All right, so it's a red Arab. They mix with the Somalians, and the Somalians mixed with the Canaanites, with a particular tribe of the Canaanites. It created these red Arabs. And notice they got the red beard. They come from the Somalians. Remember, we already pointed that out. Muhammad had a red beard. Muhammad was from these people, these Ishmaelites, these Somalians, which were Hindu mixed. Hold on, let me show you the beard real quick. Let's go back to them. Where is it? Right here. Okay. Let's go back one so we can show you that too. All right, so the Somalians, this Muhammad from these people, right? These are the Ishmaelites. They are Nubians and Hindu mixed. And one of their tribes rocked the red beard. Muhammad was from these people. These are Sudanese and Hindu mix, pretty much. If you want to break it down, Sudanese and Hindu mix is the Somalians. You look at the Hindu features and you can see the Nubian features, and then they paint their beard red as part of like a part of a tribe. Muhammad was from these people, the same people, and they were Moors. Muhammad was a Moor, M-U-U-R, one of a Chaldea, because the Chaldeans are these Shabazz, are these Hindus mixed in with these Nubians and became known as the Somalians. We already pointed that out, and they rocked this red beard. All right, so we just wanted to point that out for you. All right, and also the Danako mixed in with those Somalians and created the Afar people, and that also created this receding hairline, like this dude right here. This is a dude that was taking them, that was handling business over in Somalia, doing the Black Hawk Down. But look at the Danako big ass forehead and shit, the receding hairline, where they pointed that out on a genetical trait. But he Afar, he's Somalian really. But then if you look at the Afar, it's really a Somalian mixed with the Danako. They got a bigger head like this right here, right? We pointed that out too. Look at the hair texture. All right, there's another one right. Look at the receding hairline. See, the Somalian mixed with the Danako, and they created this big head. Look at it. They came to the surface. Baba, you can read all about this in the Holy Tablets. Chapter 3, Baba go break it down in the Holy Tablets. We're going to have the Holy Tablets in the link if you want to go into detail. But by you having this and then reading the Holy Tablets, it's going to be easier for you to see the genetics. All right, where were we? We were talking about these people. All right, the different albinos. Let's get back to Yaku. We was talking about Yaku. All right, Yaku frugaloids. I think we got right here. All right, so these people come about from the Somalians mixing in the red Arabs. They come from the Somalians mixing in with the Canaanites, right? They came to that area. All right. These red Arabs mixed back in with these Afar right here and created the Nipsey Hussle types. So Nipsey Hussle got the red Arab in him, and he got the Afar people, the Danako, which is the Danako, Hindu, and Nubian mix. These are 4 people, and it's 3 different tribes. One you'll see they got the Afro type woolly hair, and then one got the curls. We showed you that they mixed with Watusi. All right, but Nipsey Hussle come from these red Arabs mixing with these people, and they created the Haile Selassie and the Nipsey Hussle types. I forget that little piece of land that they live on. They went to that land right there because the Canaanites came in and mixed in. They created a whole nother tribe. That's the Haile Selassie tribe from the Canaanites mix. Right now, the red Arabs mixed back in with the Frugaloids and created the pale Arabs. So you got pale Arabs and you got red Arabs. Pale Arabs barely can grow a beard. You'll see that with the Frugaloid mix. The beard start to fade out. They can grow a little bit of beard because of this side, the red Arab side. But the Frugaloid side make them, a lot of them can't grow beards. All right, so he would be classified as a red Arab. Really, a red, not a pale Arab. He'll be a red Arab. So it's a red Arab. They really he cannot be like a pale Arab, red Arab, but he really would be like coming the first generation of the red Arabs mixing in with the Frugaloids. All right, so these right here, Arabs, pale Arabs. All right, hold on. Do I got this? I don't got this in order right here. All right, so we're just gonna cover a couple things right here. Then we're gonna close out this one right here. Because I think we've been going an hour. All right, but I want to point these couple things out for the last 15 minutes that we're going to talk with you. Then we're going to come back with another class. But it's going to probably be the 4 tribes. We might not do it tonight. We might do it tomorrow since we hit you with 2 back to back. We might do 1 more tonight. All right, so look at Ra. Ra would be the Watusi in a Afar mix. You see the Willow's peak, see the hair texture, how you got the curly. This is Ra when he took an avatar from Earth. He came here in a Asgard body, which is the Grays, and then he took a body. He had took that body to try to make it to a place where he could find a body. Then when he got to Earth, he came here and took a body from these Afar, these Watusis. And if you look in the movie Stargate, the dude Tilk, they specifically got a dude that looked just like Ra. Tilk looked just like Ra. All right, so let's look at this dude right here. Look at Ra, and let's pull up Tilk from the Stargate and look at him. We're gonna put them side by side. We're gonna put them side by side. I think that's how you spell his name. So they play these games, these wizards in Hollywood. They know what they're doing. Tilk. Oh, what was that dude's name? His name was Tilk. I think spelled her with an I. So they tell you your history right here. Where's dude Tilk? Oh yeah. They play these games. They're making it hard for me. Tilk. All right, this dude right here. See, they picked this dude because they know he Watusi Afar. They picked him for the movie. Now let's put them side by side with Ra and show you. Let's do it. All right, that's a picture of Ra that Baba put in the holy tablets. Let's do this real quick. Let's put them side by side so I can show you the games they play. They were specifically got a dude, and they did this after Baba put their holy tablets up. That's Watusi and Afar. And they shaved his hair off so you wouldn't be able to tell that he had that same hair as Ra. Pretty much looked just like Ra. Just like Ra, bro. All right, so we're gonna put Ra up there first, and then we're gonna put the dude Tilk up there. So let's do it. I could show you the two that Ptah had two avatars. One avatar was this is one of Ptah avatars right here. We might show that before we get out too. Show the two avatars. All right, now look at this dude, and we're gonna put Rod next to him. They know what they're doing. They know how to play with you. This dude is a far Watusi, just like Ra. Same facial, big cheekbones, everything. Same, look, the chin. Hey, y'all think I'm trying to reach? Look at this shit. Do I got to make something like this up? Hold on, let's get it so we can blow it up for you. Let's get it so we can blow it up for you, man. Man, you want to show your brother some love, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell. If you don't receive a notification from us every day, come back and check with us. Don't do the super chat. If you want to show your brother some love, we drop in the Cash App and the links, man. We cracking heads and twisted caps for you non-stop. We're going to be back on again probably tonight. Take us another break, come back again. We're going to finish. Hey, we're going to try to get you in because we try to get you caught up, man. We got a lot of shit to go over here. It's a lot. But let's save this. Hold on, let's save this. And we're going to come to it and blow it up so you can see what the hell's going on here, man. How they playing these games. And keep in mind, I'm going to show you something else. It's a lot of shit that codes they put in that movie. We might do a whole tape. We might do a whole tape where we break down the Stargate tape, the Stargate movie, and show you what the hell's going on. All right, because a lot of that New Testament is coming from the gold teachings, the Dogon teachings too. All right, let's pull that up. That picture. We got it at 400. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show Ptah two body types that he had. All right, so this is Ra. All right, this is Ra, and this is a dude that got to play Tilt, which is the Goa'uld, ancient Egyptian. He was a Afar. If you go back, they call these people the Jafar, which they get from the word Afar people, the Afar people, these people. And they say they play all these games in the movie. They call them Jafar, which means a warrior. The warriors that was coming from the Afar people who were the Magi's, who were practicing the Mantu, who had the arrows. They was like training in all kind of weapons and everything over in ancient Kemet. They were like the Navy SEALs back then for the Ptah and them and for the Twa man. But when the Goa'ulds came, they started taking hosts from these people, and then they took some of them as soldiers. And then they made them worship them and made them Goa'uld warriors. And they stamped they seal in their forehead. Where they get that from in the Revelations, where they talking about these Yahweh, they God, they sign to be in their forehead. That's what it's really. It's about these Goa'ulds marking their people, their warriors. So he got a sign. This really is a Papist sign, a Papist galactical sign in his head, right, for the Goa'ulds. And this dude was working for Papist in the movie. But look at the features. They show you that this dude, look at the eyebrows. Same nigga, man. And Baba put this shit out way before they put that shit out. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So this dude is a Afar, and they particularly picked him just to play games, to put your storyline right in your face. And you thinking that it's some cartoon or some shit that they made up. They can't make shit up. They don't got access to the fourth dimension like we do. If somebody made this up, it had to be a nigga, a Moor, or somebody. It couldn't have been no Caucasian. They don't got enough melanin to access the fourth dimension to pull this information down. So they doing reruns and rewrites, and that's why they keep on doing the same storylines over and over again. Pocahontas is the same storyline on Avatar. where these beings come and steal their land for some gold or whatever, and they take the people home, tree on the Avatar. The same thing on Pocahontas. Yeah, the storyline is true in the galactical side. They give you the galactical side in Stargate about us as coming here from Orion and start taking host. The Goa'uld, Ra. You know what I'm saying? We'll get back to that later. Okay, let me show you this one more thing. I'm gonna come back to that because we'll get into the tribe of Shabazz. Because these people right here, these are the tribe of Shabazz. That's another African tribes, because all the tribes I showed you, the Hindus later on came back and mixed in again with them and created other tribes. So that's why it's so many tribes in Africa, because so many people were mixing in all the different tribes, right? But all right, remember I told you that the Goa'ulds come here and take host. So Ptah is one of the oldest Goa'ulds, and he Enki's son. Okay, Ptah is Enki's son. Okay, hold on, let me show you. I just had a picture of Ptah in here, the first body type. All right, I'm gonna show you the first body type, then I'm gonna show you the next, his second body, because every 200 years they take an avatar if they come to Earth. All right, so the first time Ptah came, he came in he took an avatar from the Twa-man. There's a picture of him right here that Baba put in the holy tablets. It's the first avatar that he had when they came here on the mothership Nuru. So you got the Wasket. He's from the Twa-man. Right? These are the first ancient Egyptians. The Twa-man, the first ancient Egyptians. So he the oldest. Ptah is the oldest bloodline. If you want to say ancient Egyptians, he the first bloodline. It's coming from Enki. It's Enki's son. Ptah. Right? Okay, we showed the Twa. But that was his first avatar. All right, so this is his second avatar. The second time he came, he took a far avatar. And these both pictures is in the holy tablets. You just seen that's the first picture that Baba showed you in the holy tablets of Ptah. And it's the second picture right here of Ptah with his second avatar. Hold on, where is it at? Oh man, it must have been saved in here. Oh man, I want to look for it. The picture looks just like this picture, but this ain't the picture. That's the picture of it's like his cousin. This is Ptah's cousin. He Enlil's son. Right, this Enlil's son right here. But it's another picture, it's another avatar of Ptah. I'm gonna show you this in the holy tablets. Dang, I thought I had saved it in this file, but I must didn't. This Enlil's son, but this Ptah's cousin, they kind of resemble the second avatar with the Afar people. This is Baal brother. Right. What else we want to show you before we get here? I mean, I'm gonna come back on that next one, part 8. I'm gonna start part 8 out. I'm gonna have that picture. I might try to look for it as soon as we get off on this class. That picture, so I can have them and put them. I'm gonna put them both together. What else we want to show you? Keep in mind these Hindus mixed in. Get some good ones and the bad ones. The bad ones came from Oro Chaldea. They was the 200 fallen. With the 200 fallen. The good ones landed in the city of Mu, which is where Hawaii is. And they mixed in with us over here. So we mixed in with good Hindus over here. And some bad Hindus also came over here. But we mixed in with the bad Hindus is when Hoshin came over. The bad Hindus were the Hoshin them who had the dragon worship. But we was already mixed in with good Hindus from the city of Mu already in America. So the Washita really mixed with the good Hindus who landed in the city of Mu, and the bad Hindus who came over here through Hoshin, and the Hindus mixing in brought the dragon worship, and that's how you get the dragon worship down in down here. Let me show you. We already pointed that out too. Let's go back and show you that. So the Hindus brought the dragon worship, and then it eventually ends up and the pyramid style buildings. The stacked on top of each other. Imhotep had Hindu in them. And he built the stepstone pyramid. People don't like it, but it's the truth. The Hindu culture is the ones that was doing this stacked on top of pyramid-shaped buildings. You got that from Hindus. And then you ancient Egyptians, or you Gols, or you Nathars, you Natharus, right? You niggas came here in Hindu cause. Your gods came here in Hindu cause. Avatars. Osiris, he came here the green body Hindu avatar. All them niggas, until they all came here in avatars. Some of them were part of another tribe that was against Ra called the Kentokra. The Kentokra tribe, they wouldn't take avatars. They would, if you go watch Stargate, they show you in the Stargate movie. These people wouldn't take avatars. They would ask the people, do they want to share a body with them? And then some of another group that was under Ra and the Pappas and all the rest of them that was disagreeable, they just come here and take humans as slaves. And they had the gold mothership that looked at like this that would land and get slaves to take to other planets. And then they start using the Stargate. Go back at the tapes I got called Riding the Stargate. And then when they got here, when Ra called them Yahweh's here, they started taking humans from this planet to other planets. Some of them as they warriors. They started making their warriors from the Magi beings. The beings that's right here. Let me show you. They call them Jafar in the movie from afar. They try to play a game, put that jar in the front. They know what the hell that jar is from the Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro, where it emitted a sound that caused baboons or these apes to come down out of the mountain and start ripping niggas' testicles off and slapping niggas around. They went crazy when they heard this sound. Lil Jon used to put it in his music. So when you hear hit whoop that trick, or you hit one of them here Lil Jon songs in the club, niggas just start fighting. They don't know why. Because of that jaw sound in the background that they recorded from Kilimanjaro, the mountain that caused the baboons to come down and start, you know what I'm saying, slapping niggas around and shit. You know what I'm saying? Over in King, I think it's in yeah, okay, this is what we're gonna show you, the reptilian. All right, so this dragon influence come from the Hindu mix. The whole Shin coming over with this shit. And we didn't allow this shit over here really that much. So we told them, man, we're gonna push y'all down south. So we pushed them down to Central America, and they started setting up this dragon shit that they got from the Hindus, man. The whole Shin, the Chinese. So they get the dragon worship from the Nagas coming down through the Hindus. We already pointed that out. And that's how that shit get over here. We didn't do none of this. We didn't worship reptilians. Us Bantu that was over here, the Armax. And the good Hindus we mixed with, they didn't bring the dragon worship. Whole Shin, like I said, through the Hindus brought the dragon worship. We didn't have this over here. The good Hindus didn't worship the dragon. The positive ones that Master Farad Muhammad come out of. Master Farad Muhammad come out of the Hindus that left the other people, the other regime. They were refugees on Venus. Him and Val Thornton, they were benevolent beings. They came here to help Earth, but the government didn't want them to help. Some of them just came and passed as humans and taught and started religions, like the dude of the Mormons, John Smith or whatever his name is. He and his brother. Then they infiltrated Jehovah's Witness. It was called the Watchtowers, and they changed it to the Jehovah's Witness. It was called the Watchtowers, or the Bible study group. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we dropping it non-stop. We cracking heads and twisting caps. But you know about the dragon worship. And these elder barons came with the same teachings, right? Because the elder barons come out of the Hindus. So all them niggas' origin of reptilian worship come from these fire worshipers, Aura, city of fire. The dragons breathe fire, according to their legends and myths, right? And it is the dragons that breathe fire. A certain group of dragonians, they breathe fire that Mother Hoover created. But they don't actually, technically, they don't breathe fire. The fire part is dealing with the poison that they spit that burns. It's dealing with the fire. The fire part is the poison, because some of these snakes are poisonous. And if you get bit by one, the poison is like fire, and some of the poison is like when they attack you, it's high acidic. Acidic is like fire. It's like more on the fire side, because we're dealing with alkaline and acidic too. So when the poison is more acidic, and you can use acidics. Some of these people, some of this poison is so acidic that they can be turned alkaline. That's why they use some of the medicine from these serpents to heal people. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to overload you, man. We want to get that's what, part 7. I think we've been going an hour. We might come back tonight. I'm gonna do a little bit of more research. We might come back tonight, man, for another one. But 10 o'clock, I think we good. We'll give everybody a chance to get up and get ready for work, man, if they aren't watching. But like I say, if you want to show us some love, hit that cash app, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you're new to the channel, and come back and see us, man. We drop something new every day for you. So we did 2 of them today. That should catch us up right there. We might do one more if I still feel like it once I get off and take a break. I might come back for one more, but it ain't gonna be on the genetic class. We'll probably talk about the 4 tribes of because we gotta do their classes, the 4 tribes of Mother Nature. We'll do the other 2 classes on that, talking about the next 6 signs. Right? So peace and love, man. We hope every time we hope to uplift you and give you some information to start making it clear in your head, to where it ain't gonna be no the way we doing all this stuff, man. It ain't gonna be no, oh man, this or that. You're gonna be able to call it right like you see it. You're gonna be able to say, oh, I know these people come from this. Oh, them people like they mix with that. Those people, yeah, they migrated here. Or those people that. You're gonna be able to do all that. And then you're gonna be able to, not only off of this, you're gonna be able to trace yourself with ease and everybody around you. All y'all are becoming messiahs to your people. We're having all this level of information. You'll be able to, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to handle it. You're going to dust your feet off and keep it going to the next people. But you're going to go out, all you people who listening, y'all are leaders and people of your family that's supposed to wake your people up. You're the leader. If you're on this channel right now listening, all of y'all leaders. And all of y'all are messiahs. All of y'all are here to make clean all this shit up to where it can be made clean. And we just regular guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular guy. You niggas smarter than me. Y'all better than me. Because once y'all learn what I got, and I took a lot of different people to put all this together. I took a lot of different doctors, even mainly my master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York, Free Ballard Yanoon, Free Larry Hoover, Free Angel Bay, Jeff Ford. You know what I'm saying? RIP to Mother Empress Patrice, right? For putting in this work and doing her part. Everybody did their part. Shout out Mother Bear for her energy, her spiritual energy that she giving us. Mother Bear got some good energy. And I'm telling you, that lady there is being watched because she got that real, she give off the real native culture. She really, she know. So we better get up out of here, man. We drop bangers, we drop hits. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, man. We better get up out of here. And we might come back tonight, like in 30 minutes, man. Just so with my late night people, we might come back with us a surprise class, or we just might be talking shit the whole class. But we're gonna come back. We might come back tonight, or we might not. We ain't gonna make no promises. But we gave you at least 2 back to back. If you didn't catch the first one, it's gonna be dropping at 8 o'clock because they when I put the tape out and I got so many coming out, it hold it for 12 hours before it release it to the public. So it holding the parts. I think it was 6 we just did, and this part 7. So both of them will be out tomorrow about 10 o'clock. So we about to get up out of here, man. Peace and love, Islam, Hotep, harmony, Ashug, divine love throughout the balanced universe.